Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to display items like this right behind me, where the item is on the ground, and if I try to pick it up, nothing happens, and this item will also not despawn. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft tutorials and other Minecraft videos. And so let's get started. By the way, this is a recovery compass. It was added in a recent Minecraft Java Edition snapshot. If you want to see what it does and what else was added to that snapshot, I will leave a link to my video on it in the top right of your screen. But for today, we'll be taking a look at the two commands that are in these two command blocks over here. And these will make this recovery compass actually unable to be picked up by the player and unable to despawn. And so to show this off, I'll grab a diamond block over here, I'll throw it down, and we'll see that of course we pick it up after a while. But if we throw it down and then we press this button activating this command block, then try to pick it up again, we will see that it doesn't work. And so let's see what this command actually does. We can actually make it pick upable again by pressing this button. Then we can pick it up again, beautiful. So let's go through these commands first and I'll move on to the second ones over here. So this is a data command. I haven't really covered this that much on my channel, but we might make some more videos on it because it has some really interesting properties. So here we use the data command to change the data of the item we have on the ground. So we modify the data of an entity, which will be the item. So we say @e, which is an entity, and then we do type item. And so we'll change the data of the item. And we also add in some extra limitations here. So for example, we want this item to be within 10 blocks of the command block, such as it doesn't target some random item very far away. And you have to put this limit is 1 because you can only modify the data of a single entity at a time. So you have to put limit is 1. And then we just also sort by the nearest item, so we always know that it will change the data of the item that is nearest to the command block. This also makes this distance one completely irrelevant, so we can remove that as well. It doesn't really matter. Alright, and then the value we actually change is called PickupDelay, and make sure the capitalization is the same way as I have it here, so P capitalized and D capitalized. And then we set the value to -1. And so PickupDelay normally is the amount of time it takes before you actually pick up the item. And so we can set this, for example, to, it's in ticks. So let's say we set it to 100 ticks, that's 5 seconds. So if we do this and then throw down our diamond block, activate the command, walk over to it, we'll see we won't pick it up, but after 5 seconds it picks it up automatically, there we go. And so if we set this to -1, and we will actually never be able to pick it up. And so we'll leave this command along with all the others I show in this video in the description down below, so you can copy and paste them over to your world. And of course you can always check if it has worked, because down here it says that they modified the data of the block of diamond, which was indeed the block I threw down. So alright, that's how to make it so that the item can't be picked up by the player. You can of course reverse this by using the command again, so for example, let's activate this one. We can't pick it up. But you can of course then afterwards set this value of the pickup delay back to 0 or whatever you want. And so if it's 0, we pick it up instantly like that. And so there we go, that's one part of the problem. But of course, if you want to display an item like this, you'd want it to be there forever and not for just 5 minutes, because any item in Minecraft will despawn after it has been left on the ground for 5 minutes. Now I'll show you that you can actually change this value, and that's done with this command over here. Of course, I can't really show you that it actually works, but just believe me, this compass over here has been lying here for over 10 minutes. It hasn't despawned. And so let's just look at this second command here. Let's actually make it so we can't pick it up, so we don't accidentally pick it up. And then we see a similar command to the previous one, which is the same at the start. So data, modify entity, the item, within 10 blocks, limit 1, sort nearest. But this time instead of pickup delay, we have the target path called age. And so this determines how old the item is and how long it will take for it to despawn. And so again, this is in ticks, but there's this special value, which is -32,768. If you set it to this value, then the item will never despawn. But if you set this to 0, for example, then it will take 6,000 ticks or 5 minutes for the item to despawn. And so when we activate this command, we'll see that we modified the entity data of the block of diamond. And so now this diamond block will also not despawn. And we can change that back by another command over here. As I said, these will all be in the description down below, which is the same thing apart from that now we set the age to 5,960, and this means it only has 2 seconds left before it despawns. So if we activate this command block and look at the diamond, we will see that after 2 seconds it automatically despawns. There we go. And so there's actually quite an easy way to check the age of an item you've thrown down. So let's say we have this grass block and we throw it down. So after 5 minutes it'll of course despawn. And so the way to check its age is to use the following command, which I will also leave in the description down below. It is called data get entity, and then we'll use something similar as before. We'll set it to an item like this. We'll limit it to just one item and we'll sort it by the nearest item like this. So this means we'll get the data from this grass block right over here. If we press enter, we will see all of this information. So there's lots of different stuff with the health of the item, if it's on the ground, if there's portal cooldown, rotation, all these different kinds of things. But if you look all the way at the end, there is this age. And here we see that this has an age of 672. It does say an S after this, but it's actually ticks. So it's been here for 672 ticks, which is like 33 seconds. Since 1 second is equal to 20 ticks. And if we run the command again, we will see that now it has a age of 1401. And once this reaches 6000, it will despawn. But if we do this again over here and use a command that sets this value to minus 32,768, activate the command here. And now run this command again, so the data get entity command. We will get the data from this grass block that's right in front of us. And we'll see that it still has this value of minus 32,768. We can run it again. And we'll see it keeps that same value. And so this means it will never despawn. And so this doesn't work if you put, for example, minus 32,767, one higher, throw down the grass block, and now run this command with the value set to one higher. Now if we run the data get command, we will see that if we run it a couple of times, the age will increase all the way up to 6000 and then despawn. So if you do it like this, then of course it will be there for quite some time, but it will still despawn after a while. Just make sure you have it set to this specific number. And so if you do a number lower than this, so minus 32,769, and then activate the command, something different happens because it then rolls back all the way back to 6000 and so it immediately despawns. Yeah, that's not what you want. So just make sure it's exactly this value so that the item will never despawn. And so this data command was actually added in Minecraft 1.13, so you have to make sure that you're in a version later than that one. And this is currently only available on Java Edition, not on Bedrock Edition, because this all has to do with MBT data, which is just not available on Bedrock Edition for the foreseeable future. And then if you have any more troubles with these commands, I will leave in the description down below, then let me know in the comments, of course, and I will try to help you out with it. But there we go, that is how to display items on the ground in Minecraft, where the player can't pick it up and the item won't despawn. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft tutorials and other Minecraft videos. I want to thank my tier 3 members, the Smikkelaar and March. Thank you so much for becoming tier 3 members. If you also become a member, click the blue join button below the video to check out the different tiers. But there we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video and hope you all in the next one. So until then, bye bye.